Hey guys, Natalie Fleming here. If you watched our video where we broke the swing down into 5 main steps, our stance, toe touch, contact, extension, and your finish. So today we're going to talk about the 3 middle steps, drills that you can do for each of them. So your toe touch, contact, and then pushing through to extension. So first we're going to talk about toe touch. So this drill is going to help you feel getting to that right toe touch position and then making it happen during your swing. So first, we're going to go into our stance, okay? Then from here, you're going to go to toe touch. Remember with this toe touch position, you want to feel that positive move, so your body moving forward. Remember when you land here, we want to think a little bit more weight on our front leg. So we want to think about 60% of our weight here, 40% here, but most important, we really want to focus still being down and bent in both legs. So don't let yourself get way up here. Okay, so now we're here. Think when we land in this toe touch position, we want to still be in shoulder tilt. So we want to think our front shoulder slightly below our back shoulder and our hands still up and back. So when we go to toe touch, we don't want our hands to creep forward. Okay, that will cause you to lose a lot of power. So now back to the drill. So we'll be stance, toe touch, then you'll go back to your stance. Now remember when you go back to your stance, make sure you get in the right stance. So don't rush this position. Feel that right stance. Then from here, you'll say go, and you'll swing. Okay, so when you actually swing, you want to feel through your swing, you getting back to that toe touch position as you're swinging. So with the actual drill, you were in your stance, you went to toe touch, felt that positive move, pause, then go back to your stance, and now you're gonna feel the positive move through your swing. So that's the whole point of the go. So it's a paused position, back to your stance, and then an all-in-one. Okay, so that works on just getting that positive move and landing in that right toe touch position. So next we're gonna talk about contact. So with the contact, we're gonna go just stop at contact for the drill. So this you can do 2 ways. So the first way we're gonna do it is you're gonna get in your stance again, and we're gonna go ahead and go to toe touch and stop. We're just gonna break it down a little bit more. So then from here, remember how we talked about first thing that goes is your elbow and your hands pulling forward. Okay, so once we go to toe touch, we're gonna go ahead and go to contact. Then think when you're going to contact, we're trying to hit that top inside part of the ball like we talked about. So we want to think our barrel goes a straight line down to the ball. So we're here, stop at toe touch, go to contact, and stop. So when we stop at contact, we want to think our elbows will still be in a strong V position. So if I turn and look at you, you'll see the V in my arms here. Then the other thing, you'll see the barrel should be at level with my hand. So you don't want your barrel dropping way down this direction. So if our barrel drops way down, you'll be hitting a little bloop up, pop flies. And then last thing, when you go, we want to think our shoulders will now be even. We don't want our shoulders way dipping down. Okay, then the other way you can do stop at contact is just take the pause out at toe touch. So just go from the stance position, and then go all at once, pause at contact. A lot of times when we do that drill with our hitting lesson kids, we make them go every other one. So you can do where you go pause at toe touch, and then stop at contact, or then the next swing, go just from the stance and stop at contact. Okay, so now the third step would be stop at extension. Okay, so this one is going to work on once you've made contact, you thought angle down at the ball, get inside the ball. Now we're going to take that ball that we're coming down at and we're going to push it into a hard line drive. So think when we do this one, we can do the same thing as what we did with the contact. So first we're going to start in our stance. We're going to go to toe touch and stop. And now from here, remember we think those hips and hands go together. Once we make contact, we're going to think push long level through the ball. So we're at toe touch, and then we push long through to extension. We're going to stop at extension here. So when we're here, we want to think when we are holding here, barrel should be facing where you're trying to hit the ball. So this is a down the middle pitch. So now my hand should be facing up the middle. If we hit an inside pitch, that one we would go towards left field for me, outside towards right field. So then now the next thing, when you're in that extension position, we want to think you still want to be palm up, palm down. So you can see here, my palms are here. So my top hand, palm will be facing the sky. Bottom hand, palm will be facing the ground. This means we did not roll over. So if our wrists are this direction, we would have rolled over. And that means we would have hit just kind of a weak ground ball to the third baseman. Okay, now the last thing with extension, think you want to be also down and bent in your legs. So stay strong in those legs. So then same thing we talked about with contact now. You can also do stop at extension just all at once without that pause at toe touch. So we can go stance, stop at extension. So same thing that we did with the contacts, you can go every other one where you go pause at toe touch, go to extension, and then just go just from your stance straight to extension. That one is hard to get yourself to stop at that extension position. So if you're new to doing it, start slow. So if you have to start like 50% speed and then work up to swinging full to get to that stop position, try to feel when you do it, stopping here, not letting yourself pull around and then come back. Okay, so we discussed a drill that you can do for working on your toe touch position, a drill you can do to make sure you're getting in the right position at contact, and then a drill to work on extending through your swing. So you've noticed we haven't talked about our lower body innie yet. That's going to be a whole video in itself. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or with what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.